Here it is, folks, a brand new 12-inch F4 Newtonian designed by me and robot engineer Ceri. It packs into a suitcase. I'm taking it to La Palma in a few days' time, and I thought I'd share me talking about it to the Biscuiteers in the Biscuit Arms, which I recorded a few days ago. So here we go. So yeah, super lightweight, super sturdy. The collimation holds beautifully. The mirror comes from Telescope Express. Shall I get it out? Oh, I'm scared.
Don't drop it, Rory.
And I can tell my fingers are really greasy as well, so I have to make sure I don't put my fingers on the actual mirror.
Put the cover on, Rory.
Well, I'm looking around, I can't see the cover. Where have I put the cover? Oh, I know. It's in here. It's here. I've only had a couple of beers, it'll be fine.
You're recording, right?
At any point, it goes horribly wrong.
At least we can say it's on camera.
Ceri's probably sweating right now.
Is Ceri here? He said he was coming, actually.
I am here.
Hey, Ceri! You've been bloody quiet, haven't you?
A little bit.
So Ceri built this scope. So I'll just show everyone the mirror. So the mirror screws in. It's a TS Optics, 303mm f4. I think actually it's made in Taiwan by GSO. The reason for choosing this mirror is it's lightweight, basically, and I'll show you why it's lightweight. Ooh, there we go.
Well,
The mirror's lovely and light, but the mount that came with it wasn't.
that's
Wow, that's thin.
Oh wow.
So can you see that it's a conical shape?
yes.
And it has, and you can see where it screws in, right? Getting this whole setup down to 18 kilograms was not terribly easy. Do you want to tell them about it, Ceri, a bit?
Well, I'd rather just say, has anyone got any questions that I can answer?
So when you're producing it,
To order.
So it all breaks down, right?
Yeah, so that's the point, right? Well done, Adonis. So the idea is it all break down, pack it in a suitcase and take it off to La Palma, right? This is the big idea. So my big mission started friggin' ages ago, does going up a volcano mean you can get shots close to what the big boys get with their big telescopes. I went up with an 8-inch. We got really... It's actually quite difficult to tell which one is sharper, right? And that was with an 8-inch. So then the next thing was, okay, so to really make the most out of this amazing seeing that we've got up a volcano, really we need a bigger telescope. So this is it, a 12-inch Newtonian that can go up a telescope.
you can go up a volcano.
You can.
No,
You
You said you can go up a telescope.
Yeah, you can go up a telescope. You have to bring the volcano to the telescope, right?
Oh,
Yeah, the main struggle
What I'm
is putting
saying
Volcano
makes
in the
complete
suitcase.
sense.
Just as long as there's no guitar strings in this one, that's all.
I still stand by that.
So the thing is, right, these mounts came out. This is a WarpAstron 20P, and they very nicely sent it to me, especially for this mission. It's rated to carry 30 kilograms. Guess what? It doesn't actually carry 30 kilograms because it's to do with the moment arm. So the distance from this axis of rotation to the center of mass of the telescope, right? So ours is like, the center of mass of this Newtonian is 29 centimeters, right? So that creates quite a big moment arm that the motors do struggle with, it seems. And it's why when we started building this, Ceri, how heavy was it to begin with?
So we had a meeting online where I just finished the design and shown it to you. And I said, it's going to be about 27 kilos. And you went, that's fine. As long as it's under 30, we're all good. So we made it. and it was 20. The CAD software was bang on, and I'd taken a fair bit of weight out of it already. I think I don't know if you can see, like inside of the plates, it's all like an isogrid.
Is it honeycomb?
But it's triangles instead. So think of a beehive, but all triangles.
The easiest one for me to show is here.
Yeah.
But it's like that on the whole plate on the inside.
I put them in there in the first place, but I left a fair bit of material in, thinking, let's go overkill because we got 30 kilos. So that's what we did. And then we had a little bit of an epiphany when we put it on the mount that it was going to be too heavy. So we had round one of the diet, got it down to, I think it was 23, wasn't it, Rory?
Something like that, yeah.
And then we sort of decided that no.
Well, then I tested it again, and I was using my carbon fiber TC40 mount, the one that a lot of people use with their AM5s. And you tap it, right? And 10 seconds later, it would stop wobbling. And it was not guiding well.
So we sort of figured it out, didn't we, that it needed to be substantially under 20 to make this work. So the Isogrid pattern got increased to the absolute maximum. So now that telescope, there's not any part of it that's more than 2 millimeters thick.
Wow.
And
the whole thing is held together with these. So these corner, I don't know how well you can see, but these corner sections, they're kind of like this. There's plates, and then there's like little corner sections that look like a sort of mini mountain shape. Those need to be super strong. A lot of if you get any flex in these corner sections, then this triangle shape that I was talking about goes slightly out of alignment. So it has to be super strong and super light. So Ceri's chiseled out bits, but where he says it's only 2 millimeters thick, right? It's not 2 it's like about 13 millimeters thick actually in this axis, in which could potentially make the corners bend inwards, right? 13 millimeters is thick and provides incredible rigidity. What is it? I think the thickness is cubed, or is it the squared or cube of the thickness provides
cubed.
The thickness. So the difference between 10 millimeter in these corner sections in that axis and 13 millimeters is double. It's twice as strong with 13 millimeter thick aluminium in this axis. But Ceri is chiseled out, so it's only 2 millimeters thick in some of the other axes, where we don't need the stiffness so much. But now we're down to 18 kilograms.
Yeah. But that's aluminium bolts, aluminium thread bar.
So there are little aluminium balls on the end of these rods, which are clamped in. They were steel. We saved about 1 kilogram by swapping the steel balls on the end of these rods and the thread actually with aluminium thread and rods.
Another kilo with the bolts as well.
Yeah, we've worked hard to get it down to 18 kilograms. What do you think of it, guys?
It looks lovely, if I may say that. It's really cool.
It's very cool. God, I hope it works. Honestly, going to the thing is, I'm a month too early going really, but I had to do it because I'm moving out of London. My daughter's got her A-levels coming up. My missus doesn't want me frigging working 12-hour days just before Christmas. Basically, that means I've got to go in 3 days to shoot it, to get the video out and all the rest of it. So, yeah, flipping heck. I really hope it works. As I say, I'm a bit worried about this mount, but yeah, I love the scope. I think it's great.
What's your plans going over to La Palma again for a mount, Rory? Are you taking that mount with you, or
I'm
are you
taking this mount with me, but I am actually Kai, the guy who I remember my journey to the GE universe. I went to this place in La Palma run by Kai.
Oh yeah.
He's lending me a tripod because we found that actually the carbon fiber tripods are very essentially what I've discovered is that lightweight tripods are wobbly.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem to, even if you like you get a ratchet, right? And you ratchet the bloody tripod to the ground, right? It's still wobbly. In fact, High Point Scientific sent me their heavy duty carbon fiber tripod. It's like 600 quid. I love High Point Scientific. I think the tripod is great as it happens, but it doesn't work with this. And the reason it doesn't work is because when you put a pier on it, the interface between the pier and the tripod is just a little bit wobbly. And just a little bit is curtains for this. It has to be screwed into the tripod, and those, I guess, commercial tripods, they rely on little sort of like puck-like interfaces that go on the bottom of your mount and go into the tripod, and you can swap them out and switch them out and all the rest of it. But it just doesn't work as well as literally screwing it in. So
we've made a new pier, haven't we?
Yeah, so this pier will work on the tripod that Kai is lending me in La Palma. You can't see the pier unless maybe if I go down here you can see it. So here's the pier.
I think that's probably one of the biggest follies that's happened with these lightweight setups is the use of carbon fiber tripods. They're great in terms of being light and stiff, but they exacerbate harmonics.
I mean, I think we found with the classic TC40, I think it's called, the ZWO one, the rubber feet are a real problem on it with anything heavy. And then with the Apertura heavy-duty tripod, it was the interface between the tripod and the pier was wobbly. And those were just killed it, right? But these big heavy, this one my dad and my mum got for me when he was still alive. They went and got it from me from Cornwall. It was like 90 quid, this big heavy tripod. You just can't beat like girth, right? Can't believe I just said that. But you know what I mean.
Yeah, it's good.
Well, that's also the reason I love these big wooden tripods. They're just lovely. They're expensive, but they're lovely.
What, the big wooden ones?
Yep, Berlebach, for instance. They are expensive, but they are great. The vibration absorbance is just insane.
Yeah, and in fact, Phil, were you going to lend me yours, weren't you?
Yeah, like still can if you want. I mean, I've got two of these Berlebach tripods. They're really, really good for this. I found the same thing as you did with the ZWO. The rubber feet are a nightmare, and I'm sure that the carbon fiber is stiff, but it's got no mass to it, so vibrations just kind of build up, I think.
So your I can't pronounce it, Berlebach, they work really nicely today.
You can't go wrong with these Berlebach ones, but they are very, 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 very heavy. I took one to Chile, that one you saw. I took that to Chile once, and it nearly killed me.
Yeah, I think there's another issue going on with these tripods actually in the harmonic mounts, is because a lot of them, this drive seems to work quite well with almost no counterweights, right? But then the problem with that is that the center of mass is not centered over the tripod. If you can see the center of mass is about here. If you've got counterweights on, the center of mass is about there. It's not going directly down on the tripod. And that means the forces acting on the tripod aren't in its strong place, which is like the forces going straight down the middle, or the compression forces are straight. It adds like twisting and bending force on the legs and stuff. And then when you're vibrating, that twisting and bending is accentuated, especially with heavy loads. So harmonic mounts and carbon fiber tripods actually end up having a bit of a problem due to not having the center of mass directly going down through the tripod.
Wasn't there like a new mount? Someone was announced that Neve that's like off center on the tripod.
Well, we did make a plate for that, didn't we, Rory? We made an offset plate. There it is.
So in La Palma, this angle here, which is 52 degrees, is like 30 degrees or something, right? So now the center of mass is even further away from the center of the tripod because this whole little mount thing has moved forward, right? Which is like, that's getting insane. So Ceri, and actually I had a hand in this as well, didn't I? I used Fusion to design the outside bit, and Ceri did the difficult bit in here. But essentially, what we're going to do is put this on this plate, and then this plate goes out here. Does it go out that way?
Offsetting the whole mount.
Offsetting the whole mount. So the center of this goes this way.
Yeah.
Because the center of, and then we're getting the center of mass going down here. But not only that, is we've got a little
It's just a deep groove ball bearing
with a rubber outside on. So when this is down, right, this will actually be sitting on a little bearing. So because I was worried that all of the mass was going through these two arms, and when this is down here, it feels like there's quite a lot of room for that to wobble. So we've got this plate which will offset it so the centre of mass is in the right place, and also ease the pressure on these two, on this hinge here. But the bearing will allow some of the force, the weight, to pass through this, rather than all of the weight passing through these shoulders that are here. And we'll see, in the UK it's not such a big deal because at 52 degrees, the centre of mass is still fairly close. But actually my best test was with this. Even in the UK. Yeah, and so ends me chatting away for ages. I'm going to go to the loo. Ceri and Tim and Phil and Dave and Adonis and Tom, and did I say Tim already? And Christine and everyone else, you're in charge for the moment. I'll see you in a bit.
All right, we can talk some shit about him now.
That's good.